All right. Good evening, family. Welcome back to another segment. Today we are going to focus on techniques for answering true and false question. In fact, as you can hear from my voice, I'm having serious catarrh here, and my voice might not be clear to you tonight. So, pardon me for that. I'm working on my voice. It'll be clear next time. Sorry. Uh, we are going to focus on just one technique. Other techniques will be focused on in our next video. So first one we're going to talk about, we call it relative qualifiers. And this one is saying that when you have a statement which uses words like most, many, usually, generally, um, often, and sometimes, and also some, these words actually make a statement more likely to be true because they allow exceptions. They are not absolute. They allow what? Exceptions. And these are called relative qualifiers. They show that statement is not absolute, but applies in many or most cases. The statement is not absolute. So using these words, please, if you have a statement which contains some of these words, the statement is likely to be true. All right. And it says that when you see relative qualifier, the statement is less rigid. It is not rigid, okay? It is less, and therefore more likely to be true. Let's look at some examples, which or some questions which have actually appeared in the GES Promotion Examination, and candidates actually found it difficult answering. This question actually came in the 2024 Deputy Director's question. It is part of the true and false question. So go and check it. 2024 DD or Deputy Director. Go and check it. Now it says that using personal email for work-related communication is acceptable in some situation in the workplace. So there is a relative qualifier here. The phrase some situation, not all the situations, some situations. Because you know that when it could go to workplaces, personal email is not acceptable. Normally, we go for official email for security reasons. But looking at the phrase over here, some situations. Okay, the phrase some situation makes the statement less absolute and therefore more likely to be true. Because we know that organizations generally encourage the use of what? Official email account for security and professionalism. There are some cases like this. I mean, the system could be down, lack of access to email or the work email or remote communication emergencies. So in that case, using personal email temporary may be accepted. So using the phrase some situation makes actually the statement true. Makes the statement true. But a situation whereby it says that using personal email for work-related communication is acceptable in the workplace. So if they had not brought some situation, the statement could have been what? False. But say some situations. And these are the situations actually mentioning them over here. I mentioned situations like what we call a system downtime, lack of access to work email or remote communication emergencies. All these emergencies could actually trigger the use of somebody's personal email address. So in case you want to send something to your boss, your headmaster or headmistress, and the workplace system is down, you cannot access it. There's an emergency. Please definitely the person will use his personal email address to send the email to the headmaster. Okay, so in some situations, please, we can use it, and therefore the statement is true. Let's check the next one. It says that head teachers usually hold staff meeting at the beginning of the term. So usually, but not always, not all the time. So the exception is being indicated over here. That is some or usually. Usually. Let me highlight that one. Highlight that. Okay, yeah. Usually. So the usually here is making the statement true. Not all the time, but usually. So usually is giving exception over here, not all the time. Therefore, we go for true. Okay. Teachers often use formative assessment, during instruction, teaching and learning. So the word often, not all the time, not all the time that teachers use formative assessment, but often. So the often over here does not mean all, always. So it could be sometimes, most at times. Okay, good. Once there is an exception over there, we are going for true. So if the statement had been like teachers always use formative assessment, so if it has gone that way, then I would say the statement is false. Because not always, but sometimes, often, most of the times. So all these words actually make the statement true. Teachers sometimes use group work to promote collaboration. So again, the relative qualifier here, the word is sometimes, not all the time. So sometimes, not always. All right. Good. So you go for true. Most Ghanaian teachers participate in professional development, continuous professional development. Though it is as a requirement for every teacher to participate in this program, but not all teachers participate. So if you say all Ghanaian teachers participate, it means you're wrong. Not all. Not all. So the statement or the word here, most, is making the statement true. It's making the statement true. Thank you. So we'll go for false. All right. I guess these are some examples that will help you to understand the technique or the first technique. That is the relative qualifier. Please, when you see these words, go for true, or the statement is likely to be true. All right. We have already uploaded or watched behaviorism learning theory. So on Saturday, I will upload the next theory, which is called cognitivism learning theory. I'll upload that one on Saturday. And in the course of the week, I'm also going to upload the other techniques. We have about 7 techniques, and this is the first one. If we talk about other techniques, will be uploaded, so don't worry. I keep reminding you, if you have not subscribed, I would entreat you please to subscribe. When you look up down there, or when you open the video, as soon when you are watching the video, down there you see the word over there, subscribe, with a bell beside it. Okay, so please just type on that word, subscribe. I said you see a bell which is quite closer to it. Okay, just tap on it, and then you'll be subscribed automatically. But if you have also already subscribed, don't worry. As soon as I post new videos, you get it. So, alright, so that is it. Let's meet in our next video. Thank you.